Growing up on a farm, I thought I knew what hard work was about because I grew up in New York, and so I had pruned apple trees in the winter. But working in a wine cellar is no bed of roses. But my father really was the driver to take me in the direction of wine, and he pushed me out to Davis. And I came to the Napa Valley in the mid-'70s, essentially doing an internship at Robert Mondavi Winery in 1977. Mr. Mondavi and the Baron Philippe Rothschild project came together, and Mr. Mondavi asked me to be a part of that. That was a heady moment, and I never looked back after that. That began my love for the smells, the sights, the sounds, just that whole process, driving, doing the pick, and then taking it back and making wine. It became apparent to me that I was getting the itch to do my own thing. Well, when I started Paul Hobbs Winery 30-some years ago, I honestly had never been so frightened in my life. I chose a new path, but it was a path that had not been walked before. And it made it quite scary, especially when sometimes things would go sideways. I knew I could not go back. It was not possible for me to fail. When I started actually doing it, first I was quite intimidated by the fact, how would I get it going? I had a lot of contacts in the industry, but I really didn't have much else. I bought grapes, and the two suppliers were growers. So one was Dinner Vineyard. Along with Larry Hyde, we were just beginning to explore this concept of very natural winemaking, and so native yeast fermentations. And so I decided I would go that route entirely for all the wines that I make. No filtration, and also no fining. For the first releases of Paul Hobbs' Dinner Vineyard Chardonnay, for example, I actually thought it was kind of a flawed wine because I had had challenges during the making of it, and yet I got good scores in the press, and I sold my first case in San Francisco. It was those kind of moments that just gave me fortitude and strengthened me to go forward. I never thought of the winery as something, just a way of making a living. I wanted to make something that would matter in the world, that people would enjoy and they would celebrate. Here we are celebrating 30 years. It's like a true dream fulfilled, and you just have to pinch yourself. I'm very proud for my team that we've built, the culture that we've created, and that's really great when you have other people see the vision, and now they're shoulder to shoulder. We're locked together, going together, and that changes that aloneness that you have in the early years to something that's extremely rewarding.